Hi, I'm Kristin Pelletier, founder of KP Consulting, where we help dentists reduce stress, increase profitability, and create a practice they love. And today I want to give you some tips on phone skills, particularly new patient phone calls. Now, this is a topic we could spend an entire day talking about because it's so important to the success of your practice. But today I want to give you 4 tips to help convert more callers or shoppers, your potential new patients, into scheduled new patients. So the first tip that I have is to get the patient's name early in the call and use it often. I know that sounds like a basic, simple tip, but I hear offices time and time again getting almost to the end of the phone call before asking the patient's name. So early in the call, ask the patient's name and use it often in the call. The second tip is to get in the questioning seat just as soon as you can in the call. And I've had teams ask me, how do I do this without feeling like I'm interrupting? Because the patient calls and they start going on about questions and different things that they're asking about. So the way you do that is, let's say they're asking about a fee. Can I ask you how much your practice charges for an extraction, let's say, for an example? So how you get in the questioning seat is say, I'd be happy to help you with that, but first can I ask you some questions? Tell me about what's going on with your tooth. And then you can see that that opens the door to start having a conversation with the patient, building rapport, and really finding out what their needs are. Tip number 3 is to sell the practice. So let's say the patient calls and let's use the extraction example. They're looking for an office to have an extraction, which many offices get that question as an emergency call, and many of them are shoppers. So sell the practice. Once you've gotten into the questioning seat and asked those questions, let the patient know why your practice is the perfect match for their needs. So if they're just looking for a new dentist because they've moved into the area, make that a match. I'm so glad you called because Dr. Pelletier is great with new patients, and I know you're just going to love the amount of time that she spends with you during that new patient appointment. Or let's say the extraction example. I'm so glad you called. I'm sorry you're having a toothache, but I want you to know that Dr. Pelletier is so gentle handling patients with toothaches and can really help take care of your needs in the most comfortable environment as possible. Tip number 4 is ask the patient to schedule. I listen to many recorded phone calls for my practices. We do that to train team members to improve their phone skills. And many times we get to the end of the call and I've been waiting to hear the team member ask the patient to schedule, and sometimes it doesn't happen. So ask for the appointment. You can say, doctor can see you Tuesday at 2 or Thursday at 9. Which would work better for you? Let's get you in to get that tooth taken care of. So lead that patient by asking them to schedule the appointment. There are many other ways that you can improve phone skills, but these 4 tips are some basic foundation tips that can help your team get more of your new patients from the phone onto your schedule. I hope this was helpful. For more tips, visit my website, KristinPelletier.com.